already had a major app fail, and I'm testing this stuff not just for me, but for a lot of other people that I know who are having problems with dexterity, with sensory issues. My sister, who's also has a physical disability and is unable to get around much. So I'm trying to transition from a Google with I'm sorry, from a Kindle that has like no internal storage and it does not rotate and go into portrait or landscape mode into something that is clearly, hold on, stay with me, people, that is clearly meant to have, it has got the ports on the, it's got on the, I'm sorry, okay, on the right side it has the plug, on the left side it has the speaker. There's no place for a keyboard and you can't touch these things over the ledge. However, if you make small modifications, such as adding a Bluetooth keyboard, which you may not want to do because there is no room on the stand to add that, and then it sort of defeats the purpose. So you have to be, you have to, first of all, whether you need a stylus. Now my hands cannot reach up and type a keyboard in portrait in landscape mode. So I have to have, I have to have either portrait style or I have to have it on a flat surface in order for me to be able to type. I'm also left-handed, so having the plug on the right-hand side and the port on the left-hand side is actually a problem. Now I have gotten used to making those kinds of adjustments, and certainly I have a lot of ambidextrous in many ways, but this is only after years and years and years of fine-tuning my motor skills and having to switch from doing everything left-handed to right-handed and back again. Now, the reason why is not necessarily the concern, but I went for many years without being able to use my hands or feel my hands. So getting the gift of being able to feel them again is an incredibly, incredibly powerful thing. So I'm very sensitive to the feel of the keyboard and the touch, and to know if it's on the right side or the left side. So I write with my left hand, and then I use the mouse with my right. So when you lose the total use of one hand, you have to make modifications. So I'm trying now not just to help myself, but to help people, one, who are trying to communicate with other people who have disabilities, to find a way that they can communicate effectively with the rest of the world without inconveniencing them, and to make a difference for the big picture for people who come after. Because I don't think there's ever going to be another generation of people more fucked up and twisted than all of the kids who are sitting here on this planet today wondering what the fuck is going on. So technology is changing so fast. I haven't had an internet or a computer in 10 years that works. That's a decade lost, gone, goodbye. Now everything is different. I will never learn how to code. I will never ever be able to figure out how to secure a network. I will gladly trade the insecurity of having no network for something I can actually use and something I can read and something that I can type with, rather than risking having vulnerability of having everything get lost and destroyed and having to recreate and start all over again. I've started over again many, many times. I'm not willing to start over again from scratch. And I'm trying to sort of make modifications to the things that I have so that people I know can actually use them and make use out of the cords and the stuff that's outdated. Because that's an incredible waste of money to keep going buying the best new iPhone and the